Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Spiced in here with a very special video for you guys. We're going to do a Mandalorian Season 2 trailer breakdown. So the trailer dropped this morning on September 15th, of course, before the October 30th release and debut of the show on Disney+. If you haven't watched it yet, go ahead, pause this video. I'll throw a link in the description. I'll try and put a card on the screen. Go watch the full trailer because I will not be playing it uninterrupted, and then come back and get my thoughts on it. I have a lot of speculation, a lot of things I'm pretty sure that I might be right on, that are pretty big details. So if you want to see an in-depth breakdown with some expanded universe knowledge pumping through my veins and my brain, yeah, come check this out. I think we got some cool things that I've spotted in this trailer. So when you've watched it, we're going to go head right in, and there's going to be a lot of pausing, so I apologize for that. I already recorded this and found out I didn't hit the record button. So anyways, we're going to try this again and see what we got. So right off the bat, before I even start, we are coming in over a gas giant, and that is going to be pretty important. And you see an Earth-like celestial body coming up over the horizon. And then we have Mando's ship, the Razor Crest, floating in a pretty bad situation right here. We obviously still have power. The engines are on, but lights are flickering in the back. The freaking bay is open, so they're struggling. They probably just came out of a fight and are just limping along. So here's my speculation for this shot. We have a gas giant and we have a Earth-like body just over the horizon. They seem way too the perspective seems way too close for them to be two planets. So my assumption is that the gas body is obviously a gas giant planet, and the Earth-like object is a moon. I'm thinking potentially Yavin 4. We have a gas giant, we have an Earth-like planet, which makes sense for the Yavin system. The season is going to be at least a good portion of it is going to be about finding the Jedi for Baby Yoda. It could be that the Mandalorian is trying to retrace the steps of Luke Skywalker and other Jedi he's heard about to find someone that can take Baby Yoda, find his true family. So Yavin would be a great place to start for him. The rebellion is obviously there in A New Hope, and Luke goes from there to destroy the Death Star. So this would make a whole lot of sense for that quest. So I think this is one that I'm pretty confident on. That I think this is probably Yavin 4. Yeah. Then next, this one's pretty small. This music sounds like it's the kind of like a Mongolian throat singing type of music, which if you played Jedi Fallen Order, the Who was a Mongolian band that did basically most of the soundtrack for that show or that game. I would guess that that's probably them as well, unless Lucasfilm is tracking down yet another Mongolian or Mongolian adjacent band. So hopefully we'll see some of their music in addition to the soundtrack from season 1. Was it Goranson, I believe was the composer's name. So if we can see some of those too, I really like the music from Fallen Order. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Show me the one whose safety deemed such destruction.
And this is this is just the conversation with the armor from, I believe it was I think it was the penultimate episode, or maybe the last episode, where he's meeting her down in the sewers. It's just replaying that conversation. But I guess now I think about it, if the music from Fallen Order is there, we don't know what happened to Cal Kestis. He's a Jedi around this time. That'd be pretty I don't think that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna throw out some ridiculous stuff in addition to the things I think will actually happen. So, anyways, back to the video.
You must
We're on some criminal, seedy kind of looking planet. It reminds me a little bit of Obadiah, the Pike Syndicate homeworld from the Clone Wars, but that's like a crazy stretch. I don't think there's nothing for me to really gather from this shot.
Unite it with its own kind.
Where? Obviously, this is Tatooine. We have a Bantha. We have a Tusken Raider. We have the Dune Sea behind it. Again, if he's looking for clues of Luke, he might be trying to head back to the Lars homestead, We know, of course, by this point that it from the Vader comic that it's been obliterated, and there's like that Dr. Aphra left no trace of him there. I believe he did it also. I believe she also did that with, or no. Was it? I think they also did something with Obi-Wan's hut because that's also out there. But, anyways, so we're at Tatooine.
You must determine.
This is another big speculation that I think is probably correct. This is, I believe it's Ilum. So Ilum is a ice planet that most of the Jedi during the Galactic Republic era got their crystals for their lightsaber from. You can see it in the Gathering arc, which is also the arc I've talked about in my interview with Sarah Beth Durst on the Spiced In. So, anyways, I think this is Ilum. It's an ice planet. Again, this would be a great place to look for clues of the Jedi. And a very, very big, key defining characteristic of Ilum is there's a giant, gorge, canyon chasm across the planet. What do you see here? A giant gorge on an ice planet. And in addition, this Ilum eventually becomes what is later known as Starkiller Base. But I think this is one of my, between this and Yavin, these are some of my, top reach, I would say my proudest speculation, I guess, if that makes sense. So, keep going.
The songs of eons past.
Down on Ilum still, probably.
Between Mandalore the Great and an order of...
This, okay. There's a lot of Quarren around. That's good to see. Quarren are a squid-like race that live on the planet Mon Cala. You might remember he killed one on the very beginning of season 1 in the pilot. Mon Cala is a water-covered planet, and you see we're at a pier or a dock right here. I think it could be Mon Cala. It's kind of hard to tell. So they also share the planet with the Mon Calamari. It's 2 races that inhabit this planet. My first watch, my first couple watches, I wasn't so sure. This could be Mon Cala, but it could be anywhere else. But if you look, it's mostly Quarren. But if you look to the, I can't use my cursor for some reason. It doesn't pop up on the recording. I'm sure it's an option I can put on Streamlabs, so it's not worth it right now. If you look on the far right, there's this Quarren with the blue shirt, and there are 2 characters directly to his left and right. Those very much look like Mon Calamari to me. They have the giant bulbous eye on the side. So, yeah, I that would point to this being Mon Cala in my eyes. Yeah, you can really see it right now. That I'm pretty sure that's what they are. So we're going to keep going. So here's where I'm going to spend 5 minutes. This is some mysterious figure. If you didn't hear it, the armor just said the word Jedi, so you think it's something related to Jedi probably. It is very hard to get a good look at this woman's face. We're still at the docks, obviously. Okay, she has orange skin, clearly. Your mind goes to Ahsoka Tano, but there's really no evidence we can go on for that. Ahsoka has little white marks on her face right here, and up on her forehead. We don't see, the forehead's obviously pretty obscured, it's kind of hard to tell, but we definitely don't see anything on the cheek. That's the big indicator. And then we also don't see her head tails, her Leku, in this, so this could be a red herring, it could be anything. I think it's probably something Jedi related, but I don't think it's Ahsoka. And it might not even be a Jedi. It could be like a Lor San Tekka type character that just has a strong relationship with the Order. Here's another clear shot right there. Still, yeah, orange face. Definitely no face marks. Definitely no Leku that we can see.
Galaxy and deliver this creature.
One thing I did notice, around this shot, was that it seems like on her jacket, her robe, there's a heavier buildup of fabric right around this her collarbone area. So the one thing, if it really if it is Ahsoka, which we know it's been rumored for a while, it could be to try and hide she has done makeup on her marks on her face. And then, yeah, again, like I said, it could be just a thick collar right here, but maybe she has fabric that cover her Leku. That is possible, but I think that's a huge stretch. I don't think that's what happened. It's probably someone related to the Jedi. And yes, Ahsoka, basically every time we've met her after the end of the Clone Wars, she's had a hooded robe, whether that's in Rebels or the last shot of the Clone Wars, she had her white robe on. So that, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't think they'd give her away like this in the trailer.
To a race of enemy sorcerers.
So, Baby Yoda being cute as always.
This is the way.
Here we have a boat, probably still on Mon Cala. It has kind of looks like reminded me of like a Hammerhead Corvette from Rogue One. Has the giant like vertical piece at the front, and it has, you can see the little like blue sublight engines in the back, which is cool. Then we have more Quarren here, so yeah, definitely probably still on Mon Cala if that's where we were in the first place. Yoda. Here we're in a little formation with the with some New Republic X-wings. So they're still flying the T-65s, which are the models that the what's that be? Is that just like another X-wing? Like there's something directly behind the Razor Crest. Can't tell if that's another X-wing or maybe that's something else. I don't think it's anything that exciting. It could be like a Y-wing or A-wing, but nothing special. But anyways, yeah, these are T-65s, which are the models the Rebellion used. T-70 or T-75 is the Resistance model. I think T-85 is the New Republic model that is used later, obviously. But we're still in the baby stages of the New Republic. Flying through some atmosphere here. Back on Tatooine again, it looks like. Yeah, this is going to be a bunch of rapid-fire shots. I'm going to be pausing a lot. This is Navarro again. We see Grief Karga and Cara Dune. I'm assuming, you know, they said they were going to stay there for a little bit. I'm assuming Mando's coming back after a little while to say hi, maybe like a couple episodes into the season, or like a season 4 mid-series finale. We got some more TIE Outlanders, which is what Moff Gideon flew. So it looks like these are not just like an officer's ship. They are, you know, we got a full squad here. So yeah, still on Navarro, it looks like. Makes sense that they'd still have a definitely a influence out here. Some stormtroopers running through an Imperial looking corridor. This definitely looks more Imperial than New Republic. And it you know, we have like the klaxon alarm in the background. We got some scout troopers here flying off into what looks like still Navarro. If you look right here, you see this little thin red strip right down the center of the screen. That's probably some volcanic activity, and with the, you know, the black earth around it, I would imagine that's still Navarro.
You know this is no place.
Don't know anything about what this is. Mando just on a, you know, try not to drown. Probably still on Mon Cala.
For a child.
Looks like back on Navarro again. Back on the criminal planet that I was talking about earlier. Can't really see anything about the alien race of who he's tied up right now.
Wherever I go. You know this is no place for a child.
Some sort of like alien cry. I can't really. I thought it might sound like a Wookiee for a second, but there's no way.
Where?
Ice planet, probably still Ilum.
Where I go, he goes.
And he's headed into a cave, which would really point towards Ilum as well. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I didn't notice this one earlier.
This is no place for a child. Wherever I go, he goes.
Okay, that's the Razor Crest. Clearly, you can see the engine, like the little thing up here. Man, I really wish I had my mouse working. So I would assume that's it coming in hot on what I thought was Yavin 4 earlier. Here we have like some sort of fight ring with some Gamorrean guards, which, if you remember when when Jon Favreau announced season 2, he on Twitter way back when, it was with like some Gamorreans in like a loincloth kind of thing. So I guess that's what this is. And we got a bunch of flags at the top. Kind of reminds me of Maz's castle in Takodana, but I mean that's just like the colors and the like all the nationalities represented. I'm not saying that this is Takodana, but yeah, some sort of like fight ring with people betting.
So I've heard.
This scene is cool. Yeah, whips out the whistling birds and just hide in his pram. And kills all the goons.
This is the way.
Is that a... Sorry. Is that a Zabrak, maybe? Yeah, that's Zabrak. I got the head crowns and everything.
This is the way.
So, boom. Alright. And ending with a little bit of the theme song with that, like, tenor bass recorder. Full webcam. There we go. Alright, so yeah. That was that. That was the trailer for Season 2. I had a lot of thoughts. I think, yeah, the biggest ones are Yavin 4 and Ilum are my two, like, big calling, you know, like, predictions. So, I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to think about it. I hope you liked it, and I hope I'm assuming you're all looking forward to Season 2 as much as I am. With that said, I will see you guys later.